Hello, other people in quarantine. I got pretty good feedback on my first video where I was talking about the trail that I'm building in my yard, so I have an update. I haven't really been working on it during the week, so most of the work that I've gotten done so far was last weekend, and I plan on getting most everything else done this coming weekend, as long as the rain holds out. The first thing is I fixed up this ramp here. I didn't have enough wood to do the bottom piece, but I did fix the two pieces that were on there, and I added another one. And when I was working on this, the 2x4s were rotted out too, so I had these 2x4s that were part of a pallet, so I used those, got those on there. It doesn't feel too great coming off of here, so I'm either gonna fill that in with dirt or see if I can find another piece of wood that'll fit in there. I wanted to mention that this stuff doesn't look as big on the GoPro than it actually is. Not that it's like all this stuff is huge, but it's a little bigger than what it comes off in the video, so I just wanted to throw that out there, but I guess that's no surprise with it being GoPro. Okay, so the major work that I got done was on this shark fin. I don't really know what to call it, so if you got a better name for what I built here for this turn shark fin kind of thing, let me know. But I got a lot of work done and pretty much got it set up the way I want it. I started by working on this landing. This was just with the dirt that I had here. You can see there's some ants already making it home, but I'll take care of those. So the big thing, this is pretty much shaped the way I want it, but the big thing I want to do is cut a little bit off of this side here, shape that straight, and then I'm going to build it up a little bit more over here, because the more speed you get, the further you land that way, and that's kind of where I want to land to set it up. So that's the ideal scenario. Okay, so I moved this. It's not really shaped the way I originally built it. You can see it's a little bit higher here, so I tweaked it a little bit. I think it's set up the way that it needs to be. Yeah, I think it's right now. Before it was just way off. I think it's in the right spot now. I had to fix a couple of the boards on the back. They were not attached anymore. The screws had broke, so I replaced some of those. I got it all blocked up where I want it to be, and then I put these stakes in there too to hold it, and it's actually really solid, and it's holding itself there pretty good. It's kind of weird to ride. The big thing is this is kind of like 3 panels. It's not actually curved the way it should be, but I just built it that way, I guess, out of laziness a few years ago, but it's not so bad. And really, I'm just kind of working my way up to get a lot of speed on it. I did get some test hits on this. It rides pretty good. It took some getting used to. You can see I cased a couple times there, but once I got it, it was actually pretty good, and you get a pretty good amount of speed out of this thing. As I said, I kind of cleaned this up. It still needs to be cleaned up a little bit more, and maybe cambered a little bit on the left side here, but I'm waiting. I'm getting a load of dirt brought in for another project. I'm going to use some to fill this in once I get that. So for right now, I've just been putting plywood over it. I definitely didn't clear it. I think I landed way back here. And then the next thing is this jump here. So again, it doesn't look very big in the video. It's really not huge, but it's a pretty decent sized jump. So like I said, I think you'll get enough speed coming out of that shark fin to hit this. I did bring the landing back 3 or 4 feet, and I actually made the top a little more forgiving. You can see I was coming up short a little bit on my test hits. I think once I get everything smoothed out over here and get the turn down, and once I get used to it, this jump's not going to be too bad to hit. I did get a couple runs in on this. It's definitely soft and squishy right now, but I think once I get it packed and it's all hardened, I think this is going to be a pretty good jump. And then the last thing I did was I started working on this jump. It's going to take some getting used to on this one as well, because you really just, coming out of this other jump, you just want to run straight. It's not really set up that way because you have to go this way. I'm gonna shape this up a little bit. That's on the list for this weekend, so I'm gonna get that done, get this shaped up a little nicer. Like I said, I'm getting some dirt in so I can build all this up a little bit better, and then I'll be on to the next thing, which I think I decided I'm gonna build a kicker next, and then that's the last thing I'll actually have to build. So hopefully the next video I'll be updating you on the completion of this whole thing. I'll be able to get a full run in, and hopefully it'll be a lot of fun, and I'll have something to do while this quarantine lasts and beyond that.